Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. See this recording. Good to go. Okay, we're going to do a pick a pile. And I'm going to be using Mystic Martian Oracle, Numerology Guidance Cards Oracle, and dun dun dun, Crystal Spirits Oracle. Dun dun dun. I'm going to shuffle them in front of you, and then you can pick pile 1, 2, or 3. Right. Come on, book. Dun, 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 dun. Alright, well, let's see what we can do with them, because they all decided to come out and hang out, so. Look at that. 2, 2, and 2. Huh. Dun, dun, dun. Hai baca watia ka hoi na mata ia hoai na ma ia la mea ia la uia waia la ma oaikia hoai ia ma kawaia la to ia ma la ta kawaia la ta mia ma katawi a oi. All right, so we've got, you guys can pick your pile. Number 1. Well, that sounded horrible. Number 1. Number 2. Number 3. All right, so we are going to start with pile number 1. That is a septian egg. This is a rose quartz. This is a quartz geode cluster. All right, let us begin. What do you guys need to know? What could be helpful? 81, leadership. 8, manifestation. turquoise. Ho, 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 ho. Lemurian quartz. And reptilians, which is kind of ironic because I've got Lemurian quartz right up in here. Apparently I've got paint on my hands too. I don't know if you guys can see this or not, but see the barcodes on it. Yeah, so that's very interesting. So, what do you guys need to know? Well, definitely the number 8 is important, and 8 is infinity. Also 9. 8 plus 1 is 9. 8, 9, that's a sequence. Then you've got down here 57. 5, we need 6. 5, 7, 8, 9. So there's definitely 17. 1 plus 7 is 8. There's a lot of 8s in there. But let us just see. So manifestation. This card indicates a need to acknowledge the power of your mind and your ability to manifest your desires. You are being urged to familiarize yourself with the law of attraction and clarify your wants and needs, for you have entered a powerful cycle of divine manifestation. Provided that your dreams serve the greater good, as well as the intentions of, sorry guys, I'm reading out of the book because I don't really know them all that well, but so, provided that your dreams serve the greater good, as well as the intentions of your soul, the universe will assist you in making them come true. Being reminded that successful manifestation requires more than just positive and wishful thinking. You must surrender to the divine and detach from the results. So the law of attraction, interesting. So the law of attraction is a funny one, and not exactly as 100% accurate as portrayed in the movie The Secret, which was quite popular back then. And for me personally, there was just something that I couldn't put my hands on back then, but it just something didn't feel right. And I'm not saying the information is wrong. This is just my personal experience. Something just didn't, I don't know, I didn't, a lot of people liked it. I tend to always follow the opposite of what everyone else likes. But so for manifestation, it's important to know what you want. B, it's important the wording that you use, and I'll give you an example. C, it's important that you also, this is the most important thing actually, is that you must become the vibration of which you desire. You must become what you desire. You must act and feel as if you already have what it is that you're trying to manifest. So let's say you're trying to manifest abundance, and let's say maybe you're in debt, you don't have a job or something like that. So instead of saying what you don't want, because all the universe hears is, I don't want to be in debt. And the universe just hears, okay, you want to be in more debt, and it will keep providing opportunities for the debt, to continue. Instead, you could say, I am already abundant. I am abundant. I am financially abundant. And then for me, I had a hard time putting those words into my heart and feeling them. So I would just imagine in my head, like a scene in my head when I did have money and when I was abundant and I wasn't in debt, and what it would look like, and I felt the gratitude, and I felt the freedom, and what I would do with the money once I had my bills paid off. Is that I pretended that I was walking around in my head, and I was just handing out $100 bills to everybody that I seen, and putting smiles on their faces, because I had the ability to do that, because I had the abundance, and I am abundant. And the intention or the manifestation can't be just about you. It has to be for the greater good, and it has to come from your heart. So it's nice to want, $1 million, but what are you going to do with it? Are you just going to buy more things? And that's been my journey anyways, because I had gotten myself out of debt, $40,000, and within a month I was right back at square one, $40,000 debt. And that wasn't buying a car or a boat, or I had absolutely nothing to show for it. I just went crazy on Amazon. So I have a bunch of shit, and for $40,000 of shit. And really, it's the behavior that, for me personally, the lesson is in the behavior. So as a recovering addict, I'm aware that I don't like to feel, and I try to avoid myself at all costs. And I've spent a lot of time purposely being with myself, by myself, and just in quiet. And as I did that, like for the last 5 years, those the impulsiveness, it's just like a pattern. And being aware of it is great, but and still doing the behavior, it sucks. So I'm at a place where I'm not really even manifesting. I'm just trying to learn to be responsible with finances and have respect for it, because it's really just energy. And so what does that really mean? Is that just really means because if I don't have respect for money, if I don't spend it responsibly, then I'm not respecting myself, because it all comes back to us, you. So whatever it is that you're trying to achieve, you have to become it. If you want love in your life, you have to be that love. You have to already be and feel everything you want in your partner, because you can't expect your partner to give to you what you are not and what you don't have to give back. I hope that makes a little bit of sense. And as for leadership, which is another number 8, this could mean that, take charge. This is just my interpretation of it. Take charge of your manifestations right now. We're in a very, I don't want to say crucial, but we're in a very pivotal time point right now where manifestations, if you set your intention and you start to do the work to change your behaviors, your patterns, your loops, your mind, the way you talk to yourself, it will manifest. And so take a leadership role for yourself and lead yourself. And this, so the card says, time to lovingly lead and guide others who are less capable than you. It could apply to your workplace, community, family. You're being encouraged to have confidence in your ability to motivate and inspire those who accompany you on your path. Very cool. And then we go to turquoise, which, I know the Marine course, but let's go turquoise. I'm just looking it up here. Turquoise. So the spiritual meaning is storytelling, reframing a different way of perceiving. So basically, that's exactly what I was just talking about, the manifestation. Change your perception of your current situation and act as if you already are. Feel as if you already are. Behave as if you already are. And you will become. And it's difficult because when we're in a lack of consciousness or a victim consciousness, it's very hard for the universe to provide us things until we do the work to get ourselves out of the lack of consciousness. Tiama o aia kata oia ia maia la oia oia o oia Lemurian quartz. That's my newest obsession. And so what I know from Lemurian quartz is that it has barcodes on it, and it is said to have come from Lemuria. And in those barcodes are, DNA activation, light code activations. The essential meaning of this is to have a vision, big picture thinking, unlocking the secrets of infinite possibility. Manifestation, manifest big, think big. Your ability to imagine something bigger and better and draw in what you need in order to heal. Feel a sense of well-being and step into your power as a co-creator. Leadership. The message of the Lemurian quartz is that now is a time to free yourself to big dreams. What do you see for yourself? How do you picture yourself in this future? What kind of person have you evolved into as you strive to fully embrace and enjoy your life? On this healing journey, you're called to keep an eye on the bigger picture of your experience so you can recognize your struggles as leading you into epiphanies and inner wisdom born of lived experience. Beautiful. Open your connection to the conscious universe and allow your imagination to soar. Very soon, a powerful vision of what is ahead for you will soon become clear. Love it. Love it. And then we've got the reptilian, which I'm going to read this from the book. The book. Reptilians, okay. Reptilian beings are very close genotype to their alpha draconian allies and have close ties with them. They also typically are known to be malevolent, cruel, volatile, and intimidating. They have been associated with many abduction reports. They originate from the Alpha Draconian system in the Orion constellation. Their convoluted Earth history is similar to Alpha Draconians in that it seems to stem back to ancient civilizations, with crossbreeding abnormalities with off-planet Anunnaki of summer and widespread planetary Nephilim beings. A typical reptilian stands 6 to 8 feet tall with lizard-like skin. They have lizard-like eyes and have shape-shifting abilities. So they work under the control of the Alpha Draconians. So the less adhering qualities possibly could be some shadow work, could be some areas that you could look at to help you let go and release and move into greater sovereignty, power, and love. Some of the lesser, more or less endearing qualities are tyrannical, cruel, fighting, interrogation, predator, survival, bully, territorial, pecking order, militant, and viewing everything as a competition. Viewing the world like it's a competition, that there's a right and a wrong. Someone has to be right, someone has to be wrong. Instead of towards the more unity consciousness, if you will. And so the polar opposite of those characteristics are relax, acceptance, allowance, surrender, fair, and healthy competition. So it's not about who wins, it's about being the good person and helping the team get there. As the planet shifts into higher levels of consciousness, higher levels of vibrations, it's important for us to stop being so self-seeking. What's in it for me? I'll help you if I get something out of it. It's important to shift out of that, which is kind of what the reptilian does. And because he's a shapeshifter, he can manipulate himself into looking like he's a nice guy. And so maybe that's, a shadow aspect that you could be working on right now. The masks that we wear, people pleasing, trying to fit in, trying to belong. So the polar opposite to that is, in order to get your manifestations and step into your own power, is to claim your power back and start being your true authentic self. And so that could be some of the shadow work that you're working on. And we'll just throw the month dice to see if this helps at all. So we got September and October. So those months could be important to you. And that's all we got for now. So thank you for listening. And if you resonated, or if you didn't, leave a comment. And if you could like, share, subscribe, that would be great. Because why people say that? If you get 1,000 subscribers, which I don't have, then you can get monetization, which is the ads that you see in some of the most actually of the YouTubers. So that's why everyone always says like, share, subscribe, because it helps whatever the algorithm is. I have no idea what that means, but I know when you subscribe, it greatly helps get to 1,000 and 1,000 subscribers, and then monetization can start, and that's how people on YouTube get paid. I have no idea how much, because I'm not there yet. Just saying. So now we're going to pile 2. What do we got? Completion. Teaching and learning. Lepidolite, Dalmatian stone, and the pentagram. 5, 5. That's a 10. That's a 9. That says completion. And that's 19. 9 plus 1 is 10. 6, 5, 6, 7. 9 minus 1 is 8. So 8, 9. So we've got some flow going on here. So teaching and learning, to me, means that you are now taking the wisdom or the knowledge that you've learned over your life, everything that you've kind of learned, whether it be through friends, school, and you probably started to implement, some changes over time in your life. And when you can help another person, when you can explain concepts and theories, or whatever it is that you're into, that's when it becomes the wisdom. So when you get the knowledge, and you practice it and implement it in your own life, and then it becomes wisdom because it's ingrained in you. And it may not resonate with everyone, but it's probably the truth for you in this moment in time and space. And completion is fantastic because, as per the astrology and as per the timing of everything right now on the planet and the ascension and all that stuff, we have the choice, we have the option to complete karmic phases, patterns, loops, things that are keeping us kind of stuck in our old ways of being. So completion is about really letting go of everything that doesn't serve you, the people, the places, the things, the habits, the patterns. I'm definitely working on that right now. Dalmatian stone. I'm just going to look that. Oh, actually, we'll do this one first because it's right here. Lepidolite. Simplification, manageability, organization, one task at a time. Lepidolite spirit appears to tell you to slow down and simplify, for you have been churning your attention and your energy to far too many different things, distracting yourself from the wisdom available to you. If you feel lost and overwhelmed, it's no wonder. Fortunately, Lepidolite spirit is here to help you focus. Think about how satisfying it is to do one task from beginning to end with mindfulness, free of all the noise and that distracts you and keeps you free and keeps you from feeling a sense of freedom and completion. There's always more to do, but life becomes more manageable when you recognize that refocusing over and over again will only exhaust you and slow you down. So remain present, doing one thing, and your courage, conviction, and confidence will return. Take one task at a time. It will be easier to hear the quiet voice of your intuition, which will guide you in prioritizing. What needs to get done will get done, and your life will become more manageable. if you follow this crystal's lead. So for me personally, in my journey, and to this day, I find it difficult to start one task and complete it because I get very distracted, and that's okay. So, and it might not, if the house or apartment or whatever, if your space is cluttered, because mine is, it's very overwhelming, and because it's like, well, where do I start? And my pattern is I just move stuff from room to room, and really nothing gets done because I'm just moving stuff around the whole house over and over again. And on my last clear out session, I actually set a timer for 10 minutes, and I went into one room and I said, I'm not leaving this room. I'm just going to focus in one area and put all of my crystals in the crystal containers that I have. And then I move all the paper into one pile, and I did not leave that room. And then I made a pile of stuff that needed to go like somewhere else, like to a closet or spare bedroom where all my arts and paints and all that stuff was. And it worked. Like, holy crap. It actually worked. It made me feel really good. And it motivated me. And it took a while. Like, don't get me wrong. It took a while. But I did it, and it's the first time I'd done it by myself. And because I just let things pile up, because then they get overwhelming. And then it's just like, it's too much to even look at. But then I can also be conscious enough to recognize that cluttered house, cluttered space is a cluttered mind. And I hated to admit that, but it's become true for me. If I have a somewhat not even tidy, just a somewhat organized, not crap everywhere, my mind is so much more at peace. Like, it really is. And the other thing that I can suggest is try not to focus on like everything that you have to get done. Maybe write a list. What are the things that you have to do today? Is there something that's due today? Is there a bill that you have to pay today? Write the things that absolutely are due today, and then prioritize from there. If you have, and then just make a list, kind of spread things out, set timers for yourself, give yourself a break, and congratulate yourself because you're doing it, right? Woohoo! And then we'll go to the Dalmatian stone, which, Dalmatian stone. Playfulness, childlike joy, enthusiasm for life, absurdity, humor, and laughter. Watching children play, and you are watching them learn. Serious though life may seem at times, Dalmatian stone spirit is calling you to embrace the absurdity of this world and to laugh and find humor in the everyday experiences that might otherwise frustrate you. All of us are here to learn, and laughter makes the lessons easier, and sometimes it even makes it stick a little better, for it can help you write a funny story to tell over it again and again. Remember that time? Boy, did I ever learn my lesson. So now's a good moment to crack a joke, break the tension, remind yourself that alongside trouble and hardships, dances of spirit and playfulness could often help. I've done a solo dance party when I'm really stuck in my own head. I also find just meditating with myself, and I just sit down and I just quiet my mind. And sometimes I do guided meditations, but most times I just need to be in quiet, and that's taken a long, long time. And I have autism amongst other things, but I'm more and more conscious of the stimulus, and I was never aware of that before. So just like the clutter, that's stimulus, right? And then if I'm trying to do something and then I've got that stimulus, like I get overstimulated very easily. So, and overwhelmed with just life and trying to be an adult, because I still don't know how to adult. I'm 44. So that's just a little bit of my experience there. And if you're going through that, please know that you're not alone. You are not alone. Then we're going to the pentagram. I'm reading it out of the book here. Pentagram contains layers of meanings. The ancient Greeks, Babylonians, Taoists, and Freemasons and pagans all used the pentagram as a symbolic modality. Today, neo-pagan Wiccans typically use the pentagram star shape inside the protective circle to represent the four elements of life and the ether spirit element, with the most important top pointed arrow of the star being the spirit, because it is esoterically links life and directs all other elements. Pythagoras ascribed the divine proportions of the pentagram to fractally equal eternally in the golden section, 1 plus the sum of itself. Pythagoreans associated the pentagram symbol with health and well-being of the human body. So the shadow aspects of the card, the maybe not so appealing ones, maybe some things that you could decide if you wanted to work on or not, is idolizing, putting people on a pedestal, worshiping anyone except yourself, materialism, over or under protective, and insecurities. And when you work through those, the positive or the more appealing aspects could be harmony, protection, good health, perfection, satisfaction, safety, and security. So they all kind of tie in together, I believe. And basically, I think what it's saying is to slow down, take a deep breath, and see how far that you've come. You're close to the completion of another stage in your life. You've got this. Take some time for yourself to do some inner work if you choose to, so that you can step into your greatest potential and who you're meant to be. Tiaka, chiaka, tiaka, chiaka, tiaka, chiaka, hoinima, mia, hoia, mia, oia, hanawa, chia, a chia, wa, ia, ta, aia, a kaia, wata, aia, ma, ai, a chia, wata, maia, kawaia, hoia, ta, aia, hai, Hai mataka tia wataya ma joia makaita ida waiaka tamaya wina mahaya malawana hia mawana alawana aya aya. All right. That's pile 2. Thank you. If you could leave a comment and like or not like, whatever, share and subscribe. And the reason why people say that and the reason why I'm saying it is because when you get 1,000 subscribers, then you can get monetized, which means that you can get paid. And that's how people on YouTube get money, is by getting 1,000 subscribers. So if you could do that, and I would greatly appreciate it. And we'll go to pile. Oh, I forgot. I lied. Sorry, one more thing. The dice for pile 2. Same as pile 1. September and October could be important months for you. They could have meaning, if that helps resonate. Sorry, I forgot to do that. Pile 3. Evens. 44, angel number. 32, which is a 5. I never heard of this one. Do more tearite. Do more tearite? Do more tearite. Never heard of that one. And a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. Woohoo! Cool. This has got a good vibe to it. Good vibes. Environment 44, that's an angel number in my opinion, and it's green heart chakra. So part of your environment includes your body, your mind, your spirit, your soul, and maybe your heart chakra could use some work, or maybe it's very cleared and it's shining bright like a diamond. Music, you might love music, which could help your heart. Listen to some meditations or frequencies, but also be careful of, be mindful. Sorry, not be careful. Be mindful of what music you're listening to, because words have spells, and music. If in my experience, when I listen to types of music that are like, like anger, like rah, 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 I don't even know how to, like heavy rock, or like just loud banging and rock and head bashing, I think it's called, like rah, 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 you know, whatever that's called. I'm old. That's just well, you figure out how that feels. But you know, rap, go F your mama, go fight, go kill the, you know, that's some pretty negative stuff. Whereas if you're listening to more mindful, positive, upbeat music, I personally love Handpan. I can't think of the band right now, but that relaxes me. So that could be a part of your environment. Try quieting or changing maybe the type of music, quieting the music so that you can get still and quiet in your own environment. I'm going to look up, well, diamond, shine bright like a diamond. But I'm going to look up the meaning of these because I don't even know what this is. Do more tearite. Do more tearite. Okay, well, first we got the diamond. Priceless gift of time and pressure combined. Beauty and strength arising from the trials and challenges. The right use of power. Okay, the do more. I can't even pronounce that. Do more tearite. It means organization, orderliness, clutter clearing, and list making. Not all plans will come to fruition, but in the planning we learn a lot. Have you worked out your plans, making lists and organizing your thoughts? Do more tearite. I can't pronounce that. Spirit's message to you is to take the ideas in your mind and commit to them to paper in an orderly fashion, for you are supported right now in structuring plans that will help you achieve the fulfilling and healing you seek. Your mental discipline is enhanced now, so pull out your journal and write down your to-do items. Draw arrows and pictures to help you prioritize and acknowledge what is most important to you and what needs to be on the low priority of end of your life, or drop off the list altogether. Do Maurier to write, I can't pronounce it, wants you to know that you will feel stronger and more confident once you start working out your ideas on paper. And right now, your power to put it all together in a way that works for you is at a peak. Commit to organizing your ideas today, for the conscious universe wants you to know that you are better at this planning stuff than you might think. So time and pressure combined. So maybe you got a lot of stuff going on and you're overwhelmed and because of the pressure. So make a list. Is there anything that you have to do today? Is there a bill that is due today? You know, if I hate to use these words, but I mean, life is precious, so I'm going to say it not in a morbid or scary way. But should you not, be here for whatever reason, then the next day or the next day, how important is this thing that you're obsessing over? I know I do that a lot, and I try and do 10,000 things at once, and it never works, and I just get overwhelmed, and the things keep adding up. And I think that, it's so important. And I will often ask myself, if I were to be gone tomorrow, for whatever reason, what would I need to have done today? That would bring me peace. That is not in a morbid way either, just saying. And then we're going to look in the Ebens. EBEN is an acronym for extraterrestrial biological entity used by specialized top secret pathology, osteology, and scientific experts researching discovered ETs in captivity, alive or possibly injured from spacecraft crashes, or researching deceased ETs via autopsies. It's like a doctor. Cool. Though Eben does not refer to any one specific type of ET, it is claimed scientists have labeled the found Ebens into 5 known categories. Some scholars believe the tiny mummified skeleton found in the Actamia Desert in northern Chile is indeed an Eben and not human, for a range of scientific reasons not mentioned in the mainstream discourse, and because humans are ancestrally of ET genetics, which goes totally against the official published narrative. Of course. God forbid they talk about something that's real. So maybe some shadow work, or some less appealing attributes that you could be working through right now, is gullible, non-questioning, naivety, blind acceptance, conditioning, isolation, gaslighting, propaganda, lies, and paranoia. And the more appealing aspects of the Eben: mystery, unknown, reading between the lines, discernment, intuition, follow your hunches, healthy skepticism, infant, something in its infancy stage, the beginning of something, discriminating data and questioning. So you could be in the beginning of becoming a new person, essentially. You could be finding out some truths that you could be, the term awakening to potentially what, we've been told our whole lives is completely inaccurate. And you could be at any phase of that journey. And just know that it's okay. You're okay. Don't believe everything that you see. Question it. We all have a knowing inside of us. You know what you know what you know. And go with that. Go with that gut intuition. If it doesn't feel right, if something feels off, go with it. And don't necessarily believe what you hear, see, watch, especially news, social media. My theory is, unless I actually am in that location, or I physically have talked to whatever person to formulate my own opinion of them, I stay out of it. I'm not on social media. I don't watch the news, don't read the newspapers. I have no clue what the heck is going on in the world, to be quite frank. And I'm okay with that, because it has nothing to do with me, but everything to do with me. The only person that I can change, or the only thing that I have any amount of control over, is myself, my actions, my behaviors, my thoughts. So for the last 5 years, I have been purposely spending more time alone than with people that don't resonate with me, people that don't support me, people that don't actually love me. And if you're going through that, you know who your real friends are, and those are and you also know who's not. And so it's a time of letting things shed, and what no longer serves, people, places, things, so that you can continue to become the best version of you, and know that you already are that. You already are the best version of you. And we got the dice, January and February. So that could mean something to you. Maybe that's important months. I don't know. But that's your reading. And if you want to comment, if you liked it, if you didn't like it, comment either way, because I like to learn. And and if you can subscribe, and I ask that so that the reason is because when I get 1,000 subscribers, then I can get monetized and get monetized, get paid. So channels that have 1,000 subscribers qualify for monetization. I can't talk. And so those are the ads that you see on most of the channels. And I don't know how much they make, but I do know that a lot of YouTubers, it's their full-time job, career. They love it and they live quite abundantly. And yeah, so that's what I'm aspiring to do. So I need to get to 1,000 subscribers. So that is why I'm asking you to subscribe. And I thank you for your time. And oh yes, let's see if we got some light language for you. Sorry, I forgot about that. Sorry, I did the other one. So we'll just do Ronikawata Hiawa Tiomawaka Tiamayaka Wachiama Tuaya Makawa Iatawa Aya Aya Tekia Chika Miatawa Hiaha Ti Awanama Oa Mia Mea wa ilai wa iama tia wa kama ti oaia mia wa mia loa iama mawala kieta hoi ma kawaiala tia walaka maila kata moila wa ia hoia o mia ia yeah, go you got this. Thanks again, everyone. Take care.